2nd and 5.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Undercross.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Joker. Deuce right, Chief.
To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Operating from the gun. Godwin. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He sets to fire. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. the man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Godwin. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Raiders' 15-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
In your face. Watch the shoot.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
61, match box.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
What now? Milady!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 42.
Now, 180.
47. Check, 47. Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now, 180.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Carr completes it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this one to Galladay. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Carr now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Come on,
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Godwin. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on, hey, Charlie.
2nd and 6. Open man is Winfrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Blue draw quarters.
Operating from the gun, Godwin. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Shoot.
On first down, Godwin. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Godwin. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Godwin. This is the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Down. 70, Indy.
Here we go, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, break. Hey, orbit.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Godwin. That one into the hands of Hamilton.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Ready,
And
ready.
the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day offense.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On first down, Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Greystone, travel.
From the gun, Godwin. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Ready, ready.
Another run by Lindsey. And some room to run now. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
All day, all day.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Pilot, 64. Win back.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the double.
Mike, 51. Hey, get in the weight room.
Hey, Delta.
51, Mike.
Right on.
On 3rd and 2, Godwin to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
At the 18-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our field. It's our. Let's go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On first down, Lindsey. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Bring it. Bring it.
Get it.
To throw on third down, Godwin. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On third down, here's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
47, Mike, 47. Check. 25. White Monday. Check 25.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 44. Cut.
Get it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.